Hello my good smelling friends, Tiffy here with another honest fragrance video. This time I have 7 superb, awesome summer fragrances for men. Actually 2 of them are unisex, but they work very good for men. In fact, let me just start the list with one of those unisex fragrances so you can actually see what I'm talking about. It's Mugler Cologne. Probably all of you already know this gem. This is a very green, clean, very grassy, but also soapy and fresh, clean, like out of the shower clean, with a very good performance considering how fresh and clean this smells. It's a Mugler fragrance, so what do you expect? It's very simple with this fragrance. Whenever you feel like you want to smell like you're out of the shower, you put some Mugler Cologne on and voila. By the way guys, this is not going to be a top list. It's just a mix of fragrances, not even just designer or niche. It's a combination of great summer fragrances for men that I'm going to wear a lot. Some of them more or less than the others, depending on the occasion, and you'll see later on in this video what I'm talking about. The next one I want to show you is one that I'm looking so forward to wearing it, because I didn't get the chance to wear it properly last year when I bought it. I bought it from Italy when I was in holiday, and I wear it a couple of times back there, and boy, this is such an awesome, fresh and at the same time unique smelling fragrance. Acqua di Montisola. This is not a designer, not a niche. This is one of those fragrances that you buy locally when you go visit a tropical place or when you go on a holiday as a tourist. This is one of those fragrances, like a hidden gem. This is a representation of what's going on Montisola. This is actually where I've been. And you know, it has a bit of a story also, because the main attraction of this island is the olive tree. The main ingredient, but not the dominant ingredient in this fragrance, is olive. How cool is that? Olive as an ingredient in a fragrance, yes, it works, and in this fragrance it works very good. But this fragrance is not all about olives, because it is bright, it is uplifting, it has citruses in the opening, it's very airy, but to my nose it's also aquatic. It also has a grapefruit sweetness, it also has juniper berries, it has ginger freshness. So also there's Neroli in here, so it also has the white flower texture. This is such a great acquisition. Every time I'm smelling it, it teleports me back to that wonderful place. And you know what else is cool, guys, and it's awesome? You're probably thinking, and how am I gonna get that? You don't have to go to Italy. I just googled it, and it seems like you can also buy it here in UK. Also, it's an eau de parfum concentration, so it means that the performance, it's good. It's not going to be like a beast mode, it's not going to be a very good performance, but it is a good performance. I mean, on my skin I do get at least 6 to 7 hours, which is, for this kind of scent, I'm telling you, and the price, I'm telling you guys, this is an awesome scent. Let's move on. We have, when I feel like I need to go with a classic male fragrance, I grab, for this summer, I grab Aramis Havana. And I'm saying classic and I'm not saying barbershop, because I don't want to downgrade fragrance. When saying barbershop, you know, it's like, I know old men wear that, I'm not mature enough to wear that, but this one to me shows that you don't need to be like a barbershop powerhouse to show that you are a classic male fragrance. No, this one, even though on my skin this one manages to have a good performance without being overpowering. This is a classic that can be calming and also give you that classic man confidence at the same time. I'm not very good at describing classic fragrances because I haven't been through many, but this one I can feel a difference compared to the other ones I tested. This one, like I said previously, I don't want to repeat myself, beside what I said, being like a more easy to wear classic man's fragrance, this one has a green tobacco note. So it's not that smoky tobacco, it's instead green, but this one also has sweetness to it, so it makes it easier to wear. But why do I have a classic in the list, you ask? Why do I feel the need to wear a classic fragrance? Well guys, when you get past your 30s, you will see, you will understand, you will notice that your taste in fragrances changes, and you'll suddenly feel like, hey, this actually doesn't smell so bad. The next fragrance I want to show you, it's one that it's rarely talked about, and it's such a shame because it's such an awesome fragrance. It's Escada Sentiment. Okay, so this fragrance is discontinued, but there's still some stock left and it's at a good price. The fragrance is still being sold at a decent price, and it was released before Escada Magnetism, which is probably their most popular male fragrance. Now, what's going on with this fragrance? This one was also released before, hear me out, Dior Sauvage and Creed Aventus. Why am I saying that? Because guys, this is like a mix of those two, but tropical. Okay, so you get the Dior Sauvage vibe, you get the Creed Aventus vibe, but this has juniper berries, which gives that tropical edge to the fragrance. The unfortunate thing about it is that the performance is not as beastly as Sauvage and not even as good as Creed's. If Escada could have only made this fragrance a bit stronger, and if they would have marketed much better, then they would have been one of the most successful fragrance making brands. And I don't have to explain to you the success of Creed Aventus or Dior Sauvage. The next one, guys, is a niche fragrance which I rarely find an occasion to wear it. It's not just for the summer, but it's a very green, also leafy, but it also has incense, and it's a very creamy tea-like smelling fragrance. It's very hard to describe. I've said it many times, I'm always going to say it. L'Artisan Parfumeur Timbuktu. A very easy to wear fragrance, but at the same time so hard to find the occasion to pull this off. A masterpiece in my opinion. I've only got 30 ml of this, but I rarely wear it, but that's usually in the summer with the right occasion. Still waiting to see what that right occasion is going to be. The next one is also niche-like, but it's from the house of Haramain. They have that more expensive line with a higher quality, niche-like quality. The fragrance I'm talking about is, of course, Neroli Canvas from the line called Portfolio. Of course, this fragrance is trying to smell like Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. But the thing is, this is very strong. So it's not for the very warm days of the summer, it's more for the summer nights. Even though this is very bright, it has that very prominent Neroli, it's also very intense. It's a very intense Neroli fragrance. Okay, so this is a fragrance that usually lasts like 12 hours on my skin. I've also worn this during winter, and it had no problem staying on my skin during that low temperature. It also has a bit more sweetness compared to Neroli Portofino, which also gives it a boost of performance. And last but not least, another scent that I'm looking forward to wearing for two reasons. One, because the way it smells, and second, because I'm going to wear it again while going to Greece. So, you know, summer is usually the time when you go in holidays. And last year I wore L'Evolution de l'Homme Soir by Parfums Vintage. I've worn this last year in Greece, and again, only great memories with this one. But the way it smells, it's fantastic. I mean, it's one of those DNAs which will stay, which will beat time, like Acqua di Gio and the rest of the DNAs which have passed the test of time. This one is trying to smell like Roja's Elysium. I haven't smelled that fragrance, and I have to say I don't need to smell it to realize that this smells great. It's very bright and uplifting. It also has a bit of a sharp citrus in the opening, but it settles down very quickly and it becomes such a smooth, bright fragrance with some spices, which gives the fragrance such a great projection for this type of scent. I mean, I'm able to pick this up very often without doing much. It comes just to my nose, reminding me that it's there and it is great. As you see, I did use the bit, and wow, this is such an awesome scent. I don't know how Elysium by Roja compares to this one. I'm wondering, is Elysium better? Even better than this? Let me know in a comment below if you own both and you did the comparison. Until the next video, guys, just keep smiling and smelling great.